Hello everyone, welcome back to Glitz and Glitter. Today I'm going to give you another packed video. I'm going to bust out a bunch of orders for several people today, trying to get back on track. Before that, I got another package in the mail. This one came all the way from the UK. She sent this from the UK, you guys. Jo, you are amazing. And she packed this bag full. And of course, the first thing Don saw was the candy. So he gets to try some UK Tootsie Rolls because that's what it looks like. Very excited to do that. She packed this bag full of accessories, and today's a great day to do them because I'm doing 3 cats, 1 dragon, and 1 unicorn. So we might be able to use some of these. Look at these adorable hats. These are so cute. Let me open this. And I don't know if she got them all from Temu because they came from her and not from the actual seller. Oh my gosh, look at these hats. Those are so cute. They're on a little clip, but you could take the clip off if you had to. Oh my God, I love them. I hope they fit on my little people. Those should fit on something, all different colors, little feathers, little roses in little silk. Oh my gosh. These are so cute. Thank you so much, Jo. These are so cute. We've got some more headphones and a pair of goggles to add to the list. I have some of these headphones. I can't figure out which animal they fit on. So I have not used them yet, but we have some more. What is this? Oh, these are little teacups and coffee cups. Look at this. It's a little teacup and saucer. That's cute. I'm sure if you guys look up miniatures, that's where they're finding all these little things. Look at that one. Is that like boba tea with all those little pearls at the bottom? And then these little teeny tiny teacups and a teapot. Those are so adorable. And somebody sent me a whole, oh, and there's a little spoon. Somebody sent me a whole bunch of storage containers a while back, if you saw that video. So I have some things to put in them now. Oh my gosh, there's so much, you guys. Little tiny newspapers. That is so cute. So cute. 2 of those. Oh my gosh, this stuff is so cute. This is like a little, what do you call it? Needles and yarn. I don't know the name of it. I don't do that stuff. How do you even open this? Why is everything like child-proof? Look at that. Isn't that cute? That is so adorable. Oh my gosh, there's toilet paper. She must do miniatures. She must do miniatures. People are very good at that, and they build these little tiny miniature houses. You must do that, Jo. Look at these. What are these? Oh, little purses. Oh, is that adorable? So you can hang these on your little friends. Those are so cute. We have a bird. Another purse in pink, more birds. We have some books. Some of them actually open. I wonder if she made some of this stuff. A lot of the people that do miniatures actually make the pieces and all the pieces that goes with them. Here's some seagulls and some more birds. We have some baskets and top hats in different colors. Look at that cute little basket. Some more top hats. Some more books. What's this? A little cell phone. Oh, that's funny. I think I have a couple cell phones. Oh, there's a few cell phones in here. Little suitcase. Oh my gosh. These are so cute. We're going to have to figure out how to incorporate those on my little friends. I wonder if I can use any of these today. I'm so glad this came today. Maybe we will be able to use them. I'm going to organize these later. There's so much more in here, you guys. Little tiny sheep. Look at these little things. Look at those. Look at how cute they are. And we have rackets and balls. These are kind of big. I would need a large... The balls, maybe not so much. I don't know about the rackets. You guys are so much in here. Little tiny turtles and a hippo. I'm going to try to go as fast as I can, but I want you to see everything that's possibly available in case you want to get it. And frogs and hippos. So frogs sitting up and these kind of frogs. Those are so cute. I gotta put them back so I can keep them organized. We've got little fans. I do have some of these, just not these colors. So these are little tiny fans. In fact, we're gonna continue on Barbara's fan today. So those are really cute in all different colors. We've got little mice and cheese. Little mice in there. I'm gonna try not to open every single thing. We have little bunny rabbits and little rubber ducky. I do have hundreds of these, but I do not have the rabbits. So cute. This is amazing. We've got soccer balls and we have popcorn. Oh, that's adorable. Look at how small this stuff is. We've got golf clubs and teeny tiny golf balls and some more little crowns. And these are smaller, which is good because I don't have that small teeny tiny size. My size is like one step bigger. So those, and we have some more little friends. These are snails. I don't know if you could see them through the packaging. I am going to reuse the packaging as well for my giveaways. Look at those cute little snails. These can go on the backs of my little friends. And I am going to be making a snail. I've had a snail in the lineup for the longest time that I just haven't had time to get to because of all the orders. Oh my gosh, look at this. It's a little blow up and it's actually blown up. Look at how cute these things are. These are little blow ups for the pool. Oh my gosh. I hope I get to use all of these things someday. This one is a little sand for a beach scene. That would be great for a beach scene, and so is this one. A little bucket with a whale. And I have to put that on, I guess. Oh no, what happened? It broke. It broke. But we can make this work like this. Put it sideways. I'm gonna keep the piece. Maybe I can glue it back together. Okay, I'm gonna keep that together. A few more things in here. What do we have? Oh, more candy he didn't notice. Classic Sweet Shop Mint and Toffee Assortment. Oh, interesting. And we have, what is this? 4 exclusive black paint pens. Always love black paint pens. I have like a whole assortment of black and white. Is this black and white or are these black? It says black, but they look like black and white. Extra fine tip. 4 black paint pens. So different tips. Paint. What's this one? Looks like it's white. I don't know. We'll find out. So these are gonna go, this is like my assortment of all the ones that I use. So these are going in here for the eyes. This is like my eye package. That's what I use for all the eyes. Oh, and I see a card in here, but I will not read it on camera because I don't know what it says. Thank you so much, Joe. This is so amazing. I can't wait to get it all organized and I cannot wait to use them. Thank you so, so much. As I said, this is going to be a long video, guys. So those of you who don't like long videos, you may want to fast forward because it's going to be long. I am going to do the second set of these fan blades for Barbara. I started them yesterday. This set is going to be red. So I'm going to use Scarlet by Rolio today and try that one out. This is a pigment paste. I think it won't be as see-through as the pink ones were. Here's the pink ones. Let me grab them. So here's the pink ones from yesterday. So we're going to, I'm going to pour all 4 to hopefully make sure 3 of them will be good because I'm thinking 3 of each color. So I'm thinking 9 of them should be good. I don't know. We'll see. So we're going to do those in red. We have for Renee Roberts. Miss Roberts, you've been waiting a long time for these. Poor little cats. She has 3 cats at home. She wanted 3 cats made, and I have now 3 molds. So I was waiting for molds to come in. And 2 of them are going to be gray, tan, and white. So 2 of them gray, tan, and white. One of them is going to be gray, orange, and black. So I'm going to try to get those colors marbled in there nicely. We'll see how we do. I'm going to do a couple pours because I'm going to be way too confused on all these colors that I have to mix. Then we have, for Barbara, she saw my unicorn I made the other day, and I knew she was going to love it. And of course, she added that to her order, which was right on time because I'm still working on hers. She wants it poured in Heaven's Dust like I did the other day, except we're going to do the mane differently than I did. I think I did blue. I think she wants pink. I have to go back and check. And then I have a couple more dragons to do. This one is for Shelly. Shelly wants 2 of them. And the first one I'm going to make is going to be for her husband. So we're going to do mauve, which is a burgundy color she wanted, silver, which is from this set that I just received, the Let's Resin Metallic Powder. We're going to do silver, and then white. And I think what I'm going to do this time, because I don't like UVing the eyes in, you all know the drama I'm doing with this, I'm going to Dremel the eye out and place them in after the fact, if I have eyes that match. So I'm going to go through all the eyes and see if anything looks good. So I'm going to figure out which ones I'm going to pour first and do this in a couple pours. Before I mix up the large amounts, I just mix up 1 ounce of the 4-hour fast cure, and I use the Rolio Scarlet. So it's a beautiful red. I've never used this one before. They just sent it to me. Oh, let me spritz this real quick with my alcohol. And I'm going to try not to over pour today. It's so easy to do in this mold. And I think 1 ounce is too much for all of them, but I didn't want to be short, and I can always use the extra. So I'm just going to try to go in between, a little more careful. It was hard to see yesterday with the pink too, because it was so light. I think I'm just going to let that settle and do this one, and then add if I need more. I need at least 3 good ones. not a bad one. I don't know what happened to that one yesterday. It had a little hole in it, but I don't think we're gonna need it anyway. And if I need another 3, I'll make some more. This one, I'm gonna get these 2 done perfectly before I add it into the others to make sure I have enough. Just go around all these little parts. All in here too needs to be done, I guess. This is a challenging one, and Barbara is very well known for challenging me. Very well known for that. I don't know where she finds this stuff at. I'm like, aren't you supposed to be working? You're not supposed to be shopping for this stuff. Let's see, did I get it all? I'm gonna spritz it. Get those bubbles out. Let me grab a dotting tool. Then I am gonna, yeah, see, it's still a little overfilled. Some of these parts are not supposed to be covered like that. So when I turn the camera off, I'm gonna fix that. But until then, let me pour these. I'll just get a little bit out of the molds. I'm just gonna pour a little thicker and see if it fills in by itself. So 1 ounce did 3 of them. Wow, it really goes a long way in these. So I don't even think I have enough to do a, and this one I over poured. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. I don't think I have enough for that one, so I'm not even gonna bother with it. So I'm gonna clean these up. This is why I mix this one separately, because it needs a little attention before I pour the rest. I'm gonna pop all the bubbles. Put this, I'll probably put this in my conch tray. That's what I'm gonna do today, unless I have a ton left over, because this is getting filled up. And I don't want like 50,000 extras today because I have a bunch of characters to finish. So I'm going to try to keep it as simple as I possibly can. That was easy.
Brushes in hand and the world is my stage. Colors are loud like they're breaking the cage. Sparkles explode in a radiant haze. Crafting a masterpiece that's gonna amaze. Glitz and glitter lighting up the night. Painting dreams with a shimmer so bright. Rhinestones dancing, catching every eye. This is my moment, gonna touch the sky.
I've got 5 ounces for the glitter and 5 ounces for the dragon. So I'm just gonna, or the unicorn and the dragon. I'm gonna dump a ton of my glitter in here and we are gonna add the glue. Elmer's clear glue. And I'm gonna add 5 drops, 1 drop per ounce. And that's gonna make the glitter suspend and not sink to the top of his head and have a clear body. And I always go over that for the new people here. If you've been watching me for a while, I probably sound like a broken record on a lot of things. But because we always have new subscribers every single day, I don't know what stage everybody's at. So I try to keep my channel as a kind of a teaching channel. So some people may get bored with it, and I understand. I would too. Okay, I look at my stick and see the glitter. It looks like there's enough in there, I think. And when I say that, I end up dumping more in just because I don't want to be wrong. I just kind of look at my stick and see how it's looking, if I could see a lot of the stick. And if I can, that means I want more glitter. Just me personally. You don't have to do that. I mean, you could just put a little bit in and still suspend the little bit that you put in. You don't have to put as much as I do. But because I love this glitter and it looks really nice because that's a nice shiny mold, it's going to look really good. I'm going to put 5 drops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And because you saw my video a couple days ago, in fact, it was the video that I first did this unicorn, where I did not split my gluey glitter very well for the vacuum chamber, and I didn't get all the bubbles out, and it really affected the final piece. I know you guys couldn't really see it in the camera, I understand, but in person I could tell. So today I'm going to split it 3 ways, and I'm just going to use the cups. I always try to conserve, but if it's going to ruin the piece, then what was the point in conserving a little cup? So I'm going to split this in 3 ways. That way the vacuum chamber has plenty of, the vacuum chamber has a lot of power, and it needs this volume to let it kind of bubble all the way up before it implodes on itself. So that looks pretty good. We're gonna just set these aside and get the 3 colors for this dragon mixed up. Let's see, we've got, I split the 5 ounces 3 different ways. We're gonna do pigment paste, white, ocean white. This is the Let's Resin one. And I kind of did them equally. You don't need a lot, just a couple drops. Whoops. I don't know if one's gonna overpower the other one or not. Better get a different stick. Don't want glitter in there. I don't know if the white would overpower or if the silver will overpower or the red. So I'm trying to do 3 equal parts, and I'm going to pour them in myself. I'm not going to do a dirty pour or a split cup or anything like that. I'm just going to do it myself. I seem to have the best outcome when I do it myself. I've tried all different ways, and I tend to always go back to this way. So I'm trying to mix this really good because it's a pigment paste. And if it's not mixed really, really, really good and you have unmixed pigment paste, it's gonna sink to the head of that dragon, and then you're going to be sorry because it's not gonna cure. All right, let's do some silver. I know you're not gonna need a lot. I have not opened this one yet. This particular box of 5, I think it's 5 metallic colors. These look absolutely gorgeous if you paint them on the mold itself. You can mix it into the resin like I'm doing too. It's a little too big. Need a smaller stick. You can mix it in, but it looks much nicer if you paint it on your mold. But because she wants it marbled, I can't paint it on the mold. So that's, I mean, it looks just like that when you demold it. It's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So if you have a chance to paint it, the metallics, definitely do that. It turns more gray when you put it into the resin, but it's the silveriest I'm going to get without doing a glitter. And I don't think she wants silver glitter in her husband's dragon. That looks good. And then this is the color I chose for the maroon. She wanted either a maroon, a burgundy, or a red. And this is called mauve. And that looks like a burgundy to me. As you can see on the top of that silver, that will always do that. It's a floating metallic powder. So that's not really unmixed metallic powder because it's going to do that. But if it happens in like this one, in the red one, if it floats like that, then it's definitely unmixed. But I can mix that forever and ever and ever, and it's still going to do that. But I do want them mixed really, really well. And I want to get these in the vacuum chamber fairly quickly so we can start pouring them. That one looks good. Let's get these bubbles out.
Glitz and glitter lighting up the night, painting dreams with a shimmer so bright. Rhinestones dancing, catching every eye. This is my moment, gonna touch the sky.
I'm just gonna spritz this unicorn really good. Get down in that little horn of it. Hers. And we're gonna pour a little bit and then I'm going to squish. Make sure that horn is in one piece. You can't really see through the mold, but I am going to take a long stick here and hopefully that will squish that down in there. What a mess I make. Sometimes I go through a few pairs of gloves per video. You guys just don't see the glove change. It's just like, oh, let me spritz this again. Hands are always getting sticky. I'm just kind of squeezing the head and the neck. And then I'm going to scrape. I think we'll have a little bit left over, but not too much. I think I poured 4 last time and I think I needed 4.5. So we might have like a 1/2 ounce. Or it could be totally different today, kind of based on how much volume of glitter I put in there. Okay, that's scraped. And now this one. I am going to fill it all the way up just so the legs are completely full. Last time they were a little less full. Yeah, I only got like 1/2 ounce left. So I will find one of my new molds to put that in. But first, I'm going to worry about this little fella. Oh, there's something in there. Let me get that out. There we go. All right, so in the bubble remover, my silver always floats to the top. So I'm just gonna give it a little stir without incorporating too many bubbles. And then we've got the white and the maroon. So I gotta be pretty quick because I don't want like one settling on the head. Spritz that. I think I will do, I pour down the sides when I do it, just so I'm not getting like blotches of color in puddles. I don't know if it actually does anything, but, and then I kind of go over the areas with the color that I didn't go over before, just so they're in several areas. And then the white. Again, I have no idea what these ever turn out like. I don't know if one color will eat up the other color. It's always a guessing game that makes me nervous because you can't see through this mold. Like when I do the pen organizers, you can see through that mold and you know if it looks good or not. These, you cannot see through this one at all. It is opaque. Whoop. Whoops. Hoping we get a marble effect. I keep missing. Where's my, oh, I better get a different spatula. I don't want any. Don't want any of the glitter in here. My white is about gone. Whoops. Silver is about gone. Gosh, I hope I have enough. I'm gonna just scrape as much as I can. I may have miscalculated with the, when I was pouring it into my cups. Try to get it all out, make sure she gets filled up. Otherwise I will pour some clear down in there, right down the center, if I need to on the next mix. Let's put this in. I'm just gonna pour this right down the center. Because you won't see the center. That's why I'm doing it that way. You're only gonna see what's touching the silicone. So since all the silicone is already basically covered, I'm just gonna pour it. This I can use everywhere, but you're really not gonna see it. Oh, it's filled exact. I was right. Oh, thank God. Exactly. With the scrapings. Perfect. I'm just going to kind of squeegee off my thing so I don't have too much trimming to do since I spilled while I was pouring. There we go. Beautiful. I'm just gonna lighter the back. Gosh, I hope it marbles like that. I don't know if it's going to or not. I don't know. That one looks good. Everything looks good so far. The first two cats are gonna be gray, tan, and white. So I did equal parts and I'm just gonna split it between two of the molds. They look so similar to me. They must be related to each other. The third one didn't look similar to these, so that's why I'm going to do it separately. and change the colors up a bit. Again, pigment paste. Be very careful. And the gray, I think is going to be too gray. I don't have a light gray mica. I have so many micas, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of micas. I've just reorganized them all. And I don't have a light gray. I don't even know if they make a light gray. So I generally lighten up my gray with white. So that's probably what I will do here because I don't want it too dark. This is the Let's Resin Gray. I think it's the only one that actually says gray on the bottle. But it's very, very dark. So I'm gonna lighten this up. My little dragon over here is moving around a lot, so I'm not quite sure what's going on inside of there. I'm just gonna put a hint of white in here just to change up this color a little bit. Start with a drop and a half. See what happens here. I wish I had the picture in front of me, but I do not. And I think they were lighter than this too. So I'm gonna go with another drop. I just don't want it to go too, I don't want to keep going back and forth with my gray. That might be good. It just, the pigment paste will take your shimmer away. But there's no way around it to get this color. You can use white mica powder too, but it would take a lot of white mica powder to change that color. Okay, that's good. I'm happy with that. And then we've got tan. And the closest color that I had to the tan in the cats was this champagne from Just Resin. And this is a pigment paste as well. So we're just going to mix it up first. And use that on my stick. And hopefully that will be enough. I will vacuum chamber this off camera. I'm gonna put a little bit more in there. Get all this off my stick and wipe it before I put it in the container. Otherwise, you're gonna have resin in that container. That should be plenty. That's good, that's great. Okay, I think we are ready to vacuum chamber as soon as I move a few things. I'm gonna try to do these equally. I'm gonna squish a little bit of alcohol around and just, man, these look like they're gonna tip over. Let me find a couple of jars to put in front of them. Okay, let's go. Let's get pouring. And I hope, like I said, I hope I can do them equally. And this, I don't have much choice but to pour it in blocks of color. I'm hoping we see enough of each color. I probably should have went from cat to cat, but I didn't, so too late now. Just to try to get them equal. Both of these cats were mostly gray, but I was afraid if I didn't do enough of the other colors, the gray would have eaten all of the white and the cream, or the beige. All right, this one's full. I'm gonna do this exact same thing to this one. I didn't even check the ears. I hope they're okay. Please don't tip. These things have big heads. This one I'm gonna start with these colors, I think. I'm hoping I have enough. I think they held 3 ounces each because I only mixed up 6 ounces. Uh-oh, I'm running out of white. I better save the white for the bottom. And it looks like I'm gonna have to scrape. Let's start scraping. That, I think I'll put the white in now. Oh, I have enough. I definitely have enough. Okay, good. That one. And I hope it does something amazing while we wait for it to cure. That's good. And it only needs another drop or two. We'll use up the gray. That's it. That is all she needed. So yeah, 3 ounces each. I'm gonna put the rest of this in the decant tray, and then we will mix up the third cat. I mixed up 3 ounces, and I'm just gonna do the exact same thing with the gray. So I'm gonna use this gray, which I must use a lot because it's almost gone. And a couple of drops of white. I don't think I need all that. I gotta conserve that. This comes in a 60 pack, so I don't want to get all 60 of them if I only need one color. I'm just gonna mix it all together here. Come on. If I leave this bottle upside down, then it comes gushing out when I don't want it to. But that bottle is still like half full. You gotta shake it down because it's so thick. So we're gonna do the orange and then the black. And I can see through these cat molds. So far everything looks good, but who knows what's gonna happen during the curing process, if they're gonna blend together or not. But right now, they look okay. I'm hoping they stay that way. And I am going to speed up the curing process with my heat mat just so I can get all these colors to stop blending. But this is taking me quite a while to just mix them all up. So it's definitely doing blending while I'm sitting here mixing and mixing and mixing. So we've got some orange in there. And this one is just called Orange Let's Resin. And I hope these cups are big enough for the vacuum chamber to not make it go crazy, overflow. And you know, I don't know, should I do the same amount of black? Oh, I got some orange in there. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm marbling them anyway. I think I want less black. I'm gonna put a little in each one of these. I'm so afraid that black's gonna overpower. So we're just gonna do it like that. And I probably don't need much. That's just a couple little drops. Bet that's all we need. Yep, that's all we need. Don't want it to go crazy. Okay, one more pour, you guys. One more pour. That's not very opaque though. I better put another drop in, just so that doesn't get eaten by the other colors now. That's better. Okay, you guys ready to pour? They behaved pretty well in the vacuum chamber. Not too bad. They didn't come over or anything. One more, you guys. Oh gosh, I just dipped my arm in the other cat. Hang on a minute. Get some alcohol on my arm. Too much going on here. This is like, in real time, I'm in it like 2 hours. It's a good thing you guys don't have to watch that long. All right, I'm just going to pour blocks again of color. And then hopefully I can get this heat mat on real quick to stop any kind of blending too much. I just don't want the black to take over. That's what I'm worried about. And I hope there's enough orange. Oh my gosh, I used a lot of the orange. Let me get this scraped in here. Get all that in here. And then we'll do a little bit of black. And then gray. I don't have any more orange, or I would put that in there. Black. That's all the black. We're just gonna have a little bitty bit left. So if you have this mold, you need 3 ounces, because that's all I got left. Okay, let me grab this heat mat on here. I always put it on, not always, I'm putting it on high just to stop any reactions from doing it. I think the other ones are still marbled okay. Have no idea what the dragon looks like, but we'll all see in about 3 seconds. Everything seems to be ready to come out, so let's get these extras unmolded. So I only used the Heaven's Dust. Everything else went in the conch tray because I knew this was going to be beautiful in something, and it is. Look at that, it's gorgeous. Just needs a little trimming. I think I'll make a pendant out of that one. That's what I've been doing, just drilling a hole in there. And then I made 2 little turtles out of it. Couldn't waste it. Love that glitter. It's so pretty. All right, let's see how Barbara's little fan blades came out. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. This one needs a little trimming. It actually just comes right off because it's so thin. We'll see if 9 are enough. If not, I'm gonna have to mix up 12 of them. There's 1. I have no clue how to put this thing together. Absolutely no idea. These little bits do just pop right off. So I don't think I'm gonna need a knife or anything, but I don't want to break any nails. Well, that one's not too bad. They're flexible, but I don't know. This is an interesting mold. And number 3. So all 3 are good. That's awesome. I will save these for tomorrow and we will pour the white ones. Okay, what should we start with? Let's do the cats last. This is self-explanatory. We already know it's going to be pretty. So she wants pink and white hair and blinged out. Let's hope the horn stays on in one piece. It doesn't feel warm or anything, but you never know, being that that horn is so much smaller than the rest of it. And very well could have a problem. Why isn't it coming out? Come on, bend. It's a pretty thick mold. Hang on, guys. Ugh. Maybe I should spray. I should probably spray some soapy water. I really don't want to break anything. Get down in that head. Break that suction. That should have done it. This is one thick mold. Okay, come on, here it comes. Please be in one piece. Oh, good. Got the whole horn. Isn't that gorgeous how it shines? Get all that soapy water off. I got a tiny little bit of trimming. It's better than having half a leg. So we will jazz this one up. Oh, that's soap. I'm like, what is that? So, pink and white hair. We'll see how I can get the white in. Not too sure. Let's see this one. I'm dying to see what happened to this. If we have all three colors. And I think I only have one more dragon to make. Because two of them got canceled because she ended up getting the mold. So that's good. She can make her own. I think I just have two left. Oh, look at that. That's not too bad. We got a lot less white. White right there where I'm going to drill out if I drill out the eyes. But everything looks pretty good. Cool. Pretty cool. All right. Let's do the cats. So this is the orange, black, and gray. Definitely need to spray these. If I can get it in there. Little fat heads. Okay, come on, all the way around. In the ears, you could see when you get the water up in there through the mold. This is a nice clear mold for now. It's eventually going to turn white if you use it too much. Come on, pop out in one piece. Not too bad. Oh, look at that pigment paste, but it's not uncured. It's just heavy. Well, that's good. We could always put something on there. So we got the black, we got the orange, a little bit of gray, not a whole lot of gray. I had a feeling that black was going to munch up everything, but we did get some gray. So, cute. Got the little face. She wanted collars with a charm, but the charm is the problem. There's no center for the charm because each one had a different color charm, and I don't know how to fix that because their hand's in the way. The same thing for this one. Squash it around. Otherwise, you're going to end up struggling to get these out, these big heads. This is the gray, tan, and white. Gray, tan, a little tan, some white. So I think I'm going to leave that on the ears because the gray ate a lot of it up. Which is okay because if you see the pictures of her cats, they're mostly gray. Mostly gray. So that worked out okay. This one, it's probably going to be about the same. Let me get this spritzed in here. And then I'm going to grab all my accessories and see what I can do to all these. Come on. Let's get you out. Oh, hang on, guys. Here it comes. Okay. These look almost identical on opposite sides. So when they shrink, so I had these domed and then they shrink up. And you lose a little bit because there's barely any teeny tiny feet sticking out. So you do end up losing feet on these molds when they shrink up, when they cure. So that's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with them. Not quite sure how to do the whole collar thing. Let me figure a few things out, get you in a fast forward. I'm going to finish them up and then I'll show you the end.
Marble kitty spinning in the light. A baby dragon takes its first flight. Unicorns glitter, oh, they shimmer bright. Hands creating, hearts igniting. Crafting dreams with a holy glow. Colors dance, let his blessings flow. I've got heaven in my hands, shaping wonders, God's commands. With love and faith, I take my stand. Heaven in my hands, oh, heaven in my hands. Glitz and glitter, they catch your eye. Faithful hands reaching for the sky. Serving the Lord, no dreams too high. Resin molds where his plans lie. Every swirl of prayer, every shine of him. Through the art, his light won't dim. From marbled kitties to glittered kin, this is where his grace begins. I've got heaven in my hands, shaping wonders, God's commands. With love and faith, I take my stand. Heaven in my hands, oh, heaven in my
I am done. That took forever. Forever. I should have never done 5 characters in one video, but I did, so it's done. Here is the extra flower. I did the tips in silver chrome paint and drilled a hole, put a pinch bail on there. The turtles just glued the flat back bail on the back, so those are done. Here's what the fan's looking like so far. Pretty good. I had to trim every single one of those little holes. It was, yeah, a lot. It was a lot. So I think, honestly, with 3 more in the white that she wanted, because she wanted red, pink, and white, it should spread out enough. I don't think we need 12 of them. I'm thinking 9 is going to be plenty, but we'll see when I'm done with that. So those are those. And here is the unicorn for Barbara. The hair, I did 2 different paint pens. And then I went over it with acrylic paint in pink. And then I went over it with white Sharpie because she wanted white and pink hair. And then I went over it with pink and white metallic paint, and then I went over it with dragonfly glaze, and then I put the rhinestones on. So her hair is blended many colors. I put a blue bow on the back tail, painted the hooves in silver and the horn in silver, and put AB stones all over her hair, her mane, and her tail. And it ended up pretty good, but I was just like trying to blend some pink in different colors. There's even a little silver chrome paint pen in the hair, but she said pink and white, and I didn't know how to get the white in without doing all that. So that's that one. Here's little dragon. She should be dry. This one was a challenge, but I did it. So I dremeled out the eyes, and when it's in order, and it has to be perfect, it took me like 30 minutes to dremel out those eyes. So now I know I have to do the other one because they're going to the same person. Everything else, this is for a male, so I didn't put rhinestones on. So I did the 2 horns in silver, the toes and the feet in silver, and then the back in silver. And then, like I said, those eyes took me forever because I did not want to slip up. And then I took some UV resin on the inside just in case it wasn't going to cover all that space that I drilled out, so I could shine it back up. And then I glued them in. And then at the last second, she asked if OU can go on his chest. So I just cut that out on my Cricut because I tried to hand draw it and it looked like a kindergartner. So I just cut it out real quick on my Cricut and put it on his belly. So that's that one. The red is the closest I can come to looking decent with those colors, the maroon and everything. But I mean, in the end, it came out pretty good. What do you think? It came out way better than me putting the eyes in first, put it that way. So if you guys want glass eyes from me, it's going to be, yeah, it's going to take me some time to do that. Here's the cats. So she wanted, all 3 of her cats have pink collars, and each cat has a different colored charm on the collar that she made with UV resin. One was pink, one was blue, and one was green. But because the hand is in the way, where the charm would go right under the mouth, I couldn't put the charm on. So instead, I put pink, blue, and green on the ears, and then pink, blue, and green, since I had them, in a butterfly. And then I put the rhinestone collar on anyway. Took a Sharpie marker and went in all the groove lines that were already in the mold, that the mold comes with them like that. So those are them. That was quite a long day. I don't know if I'm going to do 5 in another day. I was just trying to knock them all out, and I'm paying the price, but it's okay. I had fun. Everything came out good. I don't think anything needs to be redone, but I will send pictures and make sure everybody's good with everything. So tomorrow I've got someone coming over, so they're going to join me on a special edition. So make sure you join us, and I will see you guys then, 6 o'clock. Have a blessed day, everyone. Bye.
Glitz and glitter paint her way. She lights up hearts come what may. With a brush of faith she starts. Jesus whispers through her art. Patience blooms in every hue. Her love for viewers shines so true. Shimmer sparkles in her eyes. A radiant soul under bright skies. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story. Her colors tell faith and love in every part. Jesus guides her shining heart. Canvas dreams and sparkly streams. Her laughter flows like sunlit beams. With each stroke her spirit sings. A masterpiece of golden wings. She sprinkles joy like morning dew in every shade of